Welcome to the new Workology Go Podcast. In just under 5 minutes, we'll get you the HR and workplace news you need before you start your day 2 times a week. Get ready, get set, and go with the new Workology Go Podcast.
Here are today's HR and workplace news headlines from Workology Go Podcast. I'm Jessica Miller-Merrill. This podcast is sponsored by HSA Bank. If you live in New York City, employers, schools, and clubs that discriminate against natural hairstyles like afros, cornrows, and dreadlocks can get up to a $250,000 fine. News outlet Newswatch reports this law is the first ever in the U.S. to highlight hair discrimination and the bias against natural and textured hairstyles that disproportionately affect Black people. This discrimination ban impacts employers as well as places of business and public locations. The news story is titled, New York City Bans Discrimination Based on Hairstyles. And we'll link to that story and a few others here in the transcript of the podcast. We've included resources from the New York City Human Rights Commission along with their official guidance in the transcript podcast of this episode on Workology.com. The guidance is in direct conflict of a number of past case law where employees tried to make the case that they were being discriminated against because of hairstyles in the workplace. One notable case, according to employment attorney John Hyman, is Ewing versus United Parcel Service. John says, and I quote, Ewing challenged UPS's personal appearance guidelines. With respect to hair color, those guidelines stated, hairstyles and hair color should be worn in a businesslike manner. Shanita Ewing, an African American, claimed discriminatory enforcement of the policy to prohibit her from coming to work with fuchsia-colored hair. The court disagreed, citing at least 4 examples of Caucasian employees fired or disciplined because of their extreme hair colors. This move by New York City seems to challenge previous cases like the aforementioned. John includes in his article published over on workforce.com a list of notable cases that are focused on hairstyle discrimination. I'll include those in the transcript podcast for you to view. However, the New York City guidelines are a first. While case law might not support this change, I am of the belief that this type of discrimination does exist. Time will tell how this change plays out, not just in New York City, but in the rest of the states.
With health savings accounts, flexible spending accounts, health reimbursement arrangements, COBRA, and commuter benefits, HSA Bank is simplifying the health account experience for over 35,000 employers and 2.7 million members alike, inspiring everyone to own their health. Learn more at hsabank.com.
You may remember a few years ago when everyone was throwing away their annual performance reviews. Continuous performance management is a growing trend in the HR and workplace industry right now. A recent study from BetterWorks Continuous Performance Management Study found that 89% of HR professionals agree that higher levels of performance are driven by more personal interactions and coaching between managers and individual team members. We have lots of great resources to help you learn more about continuous performance management and how to help engage your employees, and as well as resources for managers too. We've included a handful of those links in the episode transcript. And that's your episode of the Workology Go podcast, sponsored by HSA Bank. We're your go-to for workplace and HR news. I'm Jessica Miller-Merrill. Thank you for listening. Are you stuck maintaining your HRCI and SHRM certifications? Learn by Workology is an on-demand learning system making recertification simple with 24/7 access to more than 70 certified courses. Visit workology.com/learn to find out more. Use discount code podcast to save 20% off your membership.
To learn more about the Workology Go podcast, subscribe to us on Apple, Google, and Stitcher. Our podcast is also available on Alexa and Google Home. Learn more at workology.com/go podcast and access this episode's resources, links, and reports for more information.